Hi, my name's Sam. I'm going to be guiding us through a short, relatively strong dynamic flow today. We'll be warming up the body relatively quickly, so be sure to keep that connection to your breath, and if it becomes a little bit too strong or we move a little bit too far too fast, then be sure to come down and take a child's pose anytime. Definitely listen into your body and take regular breaks if you need to. And as within any yoga class, if you're working with any injuries at the moment or have any specific sensitivities in your body, be sure to take a break and rejoin us whenever you're ready. Okay, let's get started. So we're going to make our way to the front of the mat. Start maybe with the feet hip width apart, pick up all 10 of the toes, spread them wide, lay your big toes down, and then spread the other toes out wide and lay them down one by one onto your mat. Bring your chin away from your chest, just rest your arms by the sides of your body and close your eyes. Start by taking a long deep breath in through your nose, down into the belly as you lengthen through the top of the head, and then let it out through the mouth. Do that a couple more times. Take a deep breath down into the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, let it go. Do that as many times as you need, and then begin to transition to breathing in and out of your nose. As you begin to lengthen and smooth out your breath. Begin to become aware of the feeling of your feet on your mat. Maybe rocking around the sole of the foot slightly. Maybe making circles, transferring the weight from one foot to the other. Noticing the effect of that all the way up the body. And then begin to settle with the weight evenly distributed throughout the feet as you ground down through your big toe mound, your little toe mound and heel of the foot. And then begin to lift up through the inner arch of the foot and carry that sense of lift all the way up the front of the body. Take a shoulder roll, roll your shoulder blades up towards your ears and then let them just gently broaden down the back. Take one long breath here, imagining a piece of strings trying to lift you up off the mat. As you breathe out, bend your chin down towards your chest and open your eyes. Bringing your hands to your heart. Take one exhale to ground yourself. And then inhale, sweep the arms up, lift up, look up. Exhale with a bend in the knees, hinge from your hips to fold over your legs. Hands to shins or thighs for this first one. Lift and look halfway as you breathe in, lengthening through the tail and the crown of the head. Exhale to fold, hands ground down, step back, plank pose. Hug everything in and up, option to drop the knees to modify. Shift onto your tiptoes, knees or no knees, lower down halfway, maybe all the way on your exhale. Come through to your Cobra or upward dog on your inhale. Find your downward dog, maybe child's pose for 3 full breaths on your exhale. Inhale, keep rooting down with the palms to lift the sit bones higher. Exhale, keep pressing your thighs back and maybe root your heels a little lower. Look between the hands, step or float lightly towards the front of the mat as you breathe out. Lift and look halfway as you breathe in. Forward fold as you breathe out. Ground down to come up in time with your breath. Hands meet at the top of the head at the end of the inhale. Hands to heart looking at your fingertips on your exhale. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, lead with the heart to fold. Lift and look halfway, breathing in. Hands down, step back, plank pose, breathing out. Shift onto your tippy toes, knees or no knees, lower down halfway or all the way. Rolling through to Cobra, maybe upward dog on your inhale breath. Finding your downward dog, 3 full breaths on your exhale breath. Again, rooting down with the palms to lift the sit bones up and find that length in the spine as you breathe in. Keep pressing your thighs back. Maybe draw your inner knees further away from each other as you breathe out. Look between your hands, step or float lightly to the front of the mat as you breathe out. Lift and look halfway as you breathe in. Forward fold as you breathe out. Ground down to come all the way up in time with your breath. Hands meet at the top of the head at the end of the inhale. This time dive all the way over your legs on your exhale. Lift and look halfway, inhale, last round. Exhale, hands down, step, maybe jump back, plank pose. Shift onto your tiptoes, lowering down halfway or all the way, knees or no knees. Roll through to your Cobra, maybe upward dog as you breathe in. Find your downward dog, 3 full breaths as you breathe out. Starting to feel a little bit more connected to the breath now, hopefully a little bit more heat in the body. Look between your hands, step or float lightly to the front of the mat. Lift and look halfway as you breathe in. Stay in your forward fold as you breathe out. Take a full inhale here. Maybe fold a little bit deeper on your exhale. Before bending your knees, sticking your butt back, lifting your toes up so you're on your heels. Keep the toes up, keep the butt back, stretch the arms up in line with the ears, chair pose. Keep turning your little fingers in and up for 3. Sit back a little lower, lifting the heart a little higher for 2. Slowly as you breathe out, straightening the legs, taking the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders away from the ears, folding over the legs. Take an exhale here and then release it. Inhale, come through, chair pose. We're going to flow a little bit. Exhale, come all the way back, interlace the fingers and fold. 2 more. Inhale, squeeze the legs, butt back, lifting the toes, chair pose. Exhaling, interlacing the hands, forward fold. Last one, inhale, bend the knees, come back and hold your chair for 5. Rock forward onto the tippy toes, lift the heels for 4. Squat a little lower, lift the heart higher, breathe here for 3, for 2, and slowly straighten the legs, fold over as you exhale. Lift and look halfway as you breathe in. Hands down, step, maybe float back, plank or straight to chaturanga as you breathe out. In plank, lower down halfway or all the way as you breathe out. Meeting in Cobra or upward dog as you breathe in. Downward dog as you breathe out. All right, take a full inhale breath here and a full exhale breath here. Inhale, float your right leg up towards the ceiling. Bend the knee in the air, and as you breathe out, stack your right hip on top of your left hip. Lift the top knee a little bit higher as you breathe in. Option to stay here or exhale, come high on the back tiptoes, bring your knee to your nose and touch it. Exhale, take it all the way back. Inhale, right knee touches right elbow, drawing everything in and up. Exhale, take it back, stack the hips. Last one, inhale, right knee crosses the body, touches left elbow. Exhaling, take it back, stack the hips. Look between your hands. Big exhale, right foot steps lightly between the hands. Come onto your fingertips. Hug the leg in, draw the belly in, slowly come up, high lunge, bring your hands onto your hips. Keep a bend into the front knee. With the hands on the hips, bend the back knee a little, and then tuck the hip bones up a little bit more, keeping the chest lifted. Then re-straighten the leg as much as you can. Stretch your arms up in line with your ears. As you breathe out, take cactus arms and hover the back knee off the mat. Inhale, straighten both legs and arms. Exhale, bend both legs and arms. Keep that tuck of the tailbone. Inhale, hug everything in to straighten. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Last one, exhale. Inhale. Hands to heart, bend your front knee. Hinge forward 45 degrees, find warrior 3. Step the back foot in lightly and then float it up, stamping the wall behind you with the sole of your foot for 3. Keep lifting the heart towards the thumbs for 2. Bend the standing leg, big step back, control it. Land your high lunge, arms in line with the ears for an inhale. Warrior 2 as you exhale. Take a moment to arrange your feet, taking a glance at them if you need, and then focusing your gaze over your front middle finger. Keep broadening through the shoulder blades and reaching through the fingertips for 3. Bending a little deeper into the front knee for 2. Flip the front palm and reverse it, go all the way up and back. Bend a little deeper into the front knee and lift up through the top hand for 3. Keep the belly drawing in, heart lifts up for 2. 1 move, you're going to windmill the hands all the way down. Come onto the toes of the foot behind you, finding a side plank on your left hand side. So you're going to roll onto the little toe side of the back foot, toe heel the front foot halfway down the mat, press down and lift the right hand. This is option 1. Option 2, stagger the feet, stacking your front foot just in front of the back foot. Option 3, stack your feet. Flex the feet, lift the bottom hip for 3. If you're feeling strong, option to lift the top leg for star for 2. Last full breath. Exhale, either downward dog or 3-legged plank. Flow through to either 3-legged chaturanga or all the way down. Come through to cobra, upward dog, full-legged. Exhaling, downward dog. Oh, take a big breath in through your nose. Maybe an exhale through your mouth. Good job, guys. Second side. Inhale, float your left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee in the air and open the hips as you breathe out. Either stay here or inhale, come high on the tiptoes, knee to the nose, draw everything in and up and hold it. Exhale, take it back, stack the hips. Inhale with control, don't rush it, left knee, left elbow. Exhale, take it back, stack the hips. Inhale, left knee comes across the body, touches the right elbow. Exhale, take it back, stack the hips. Look between your hands, big exhale, left foot steps lightly between the hands. Come onto the fingertips, hugging everything in. High lunge, left foot forward. Bend into the front knee, and again, keep that slight bend in the back knee. Tucking the tailbone, lifting the chest, re-straightening, keeping that tuck. Arms up in line with the ears and settle for a breath. Then bend your elbows, bend the back leg for cactus. Inhale, straighten arms and legs. Exhale, bend, keep that tuck of the tailbone. Inhale, re-straighten, 2 more. Exhale, inhale. Last one, exhale, inhale. Bend the front knee and bring your hands towards your heart. Hinge forward 45 degrees. Hug everything in, find your warrior 3. Step the back foot in lightly if you need. Float the back leg up for 5. Keep rolling the inner thigh of the leg that's in the air to the sky. 2. Bend the standing leg, control it, land it. Hug the legs in, arms up, breathe in. Warrior 2, breathing out. So again, take a moment to check the feet should you need. And then settle your focus over your front middle finger. Keep bending deep into the front knee. Keep pushing your front knee to the left and ground down through your front big toe mound. Flip the front palm and reverse it. Go all the way back as you breathe in. Bending a little deeper, lifting the heart a little higher for 3. Lengthening the tailbone for 2. 1 move, windmill the hands all the way to the mat. Come onto the toes of your back foot, find your side plank on the right hand side. Take the option you took on the other side, foot halfway down the mat. Maybe you stagger the feet, front foot in front of back. Maybe you stack, flexing the feet, not collapsing into that bottom ankle for 3. Lifting the hip higher for 2, option to take star. Last full breath. Either downward dog, child's pose, or 3-legged plank. Coming forward onto the tiptoes, 3-legged chaturanga or all the way down. 4-legged upward dog or cobra. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward dog. Good job, guys. Take a full inhale through the nose, let it out through the mouth. 1 more inhale, sit bones up. Exhale, let it go. 1 more flow. Inhale, float the right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee in the air and open the hip as you breathe out. Look between your hands, come high on the tiptoes, big step, right foot steps forward. Hug the legs in. This time hands come via hips or maybe straight up in line with the ears. Just take one inhale here, and then bring your hands to your heart as you exhale. Hinge forward 45 degrees, find your warrior 3. This time you're going to bend the standing leg and bring your back leg all the way through. Stack the spine, lift the heart, keep that foot flexed, slowly bend your standing leg and go back, warrior 3. Take one inhale here, bend the standing knee, bring the leg back. Ooh. Keep going, bend that standing leg, warrior 3. Good. Come through again. If you wobble, don't worry, just rejoin. It's all part of the fun. And then this will be our last one, and we're gonna hold it for 5. Option to stretch the arms in line with the ears for 4. Hug the legs for 3. Breathing here for 2. Bend the standing leg, lightly land your high lunge for a breath. Find your warrior 2 as you breathe out. Take one inhale here and take an exhale to ground yourself. Flip the front palm and reverse it. Go all the way up and back as you breathe in. Just take one inhale this time before straightening the arms and legs for triangle. Squeeze your legs, shift the hips back, lengthen. Exhale, hinge from the hips and find your triangle pose. Either staying here, wrapping the sit bone under and lifting out of that bottom waist, or you can always take the top palm, turn it behind you, hook behind and find your front leg inner thigh, roll the shoulder open. Option, bring your bottom arm in line with your bottom ear for 3. Breathe here for 2. One move, bend your standing leg, come through, warrior 2. Windmill the hands all the way to the mat. Come onto the toes of the back foot. Front foot, right foot, goes all the way up and back. Downward dog. 3-legged. Bend the knee in the air. Come high on the tiptoes of the back foot. Find your wild thing. Optional. Roll onto the little toe side of that back foot. Think side plank. Keep it long and strong. Trust that back foot. That top foot will find the floor. Press down with it. Lift the heart. Top hand reaches to the floor over the head for 3. Lift the hips, lengthen the tailbone for 2. Top hand, the one you're looking at, let it lead you back. Slowly bring it back, bring it back. Let that right leg lift. If you're still with me, right-legged, 3-legged dog. Bring the right knee all the way across the body to the left elbow. Extend the leg out to the side. Roll onto the sole of your back foot. Press down with your right hand. Lift your left hand, fallen triangle for 3. Option to shift your bottom hip back. Lift your front leg for 2. Either stay here, down dog, or 3-legged plank. Flow forward onto your tiptoes, 3-legged chaturanga, 4-legged cobra, maybe up dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Well done, guys. One last side to go. Refind your breath here. Pause the video if you need. Child's pose is there. All right. Take one full inhale. Let it out through the mouth. Exhale. Inhale, float your left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee in the air. Stack the hips for a breath. Look between your hands. One exhale. Left foot steps between the hands. Hug the legs in. Come up, high lunge. Hands via hips if you need, or straight up in line with the ears. Take one inhale here, and then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Shift forward 45 degrees, belly to spine, float that back leg off the mat. Take one breath here, squeezing your left glute, bring the leg all the way through. Bend the standing leg, find your warrior 3. Keep rolling that inner thigh of the back leg to the sky. Again, squeezing your left glute, bring that right leg through, stacking your spine up. Keep going, moving in your pace. If you come out of this little movement, this little flow here, no worries. Just rejoin us. Do one last. Holding your warrior 3. Option to stay or arms in line with the ears for 5, full pose, 4, breathing here for 3, for 2, bend your standing leg, big step back, high lunge for 1 breath, warrior 2 as you breathe out. Again, glance at your feet if you need, then settling your gaze over your front middle finger. Take 1 breath here, really hugging the legs in, before flipping the front palm and reverse it. Go all the way up and back and take 1 inhale here, then slowly breathing out, straightening the arms and legs for triangle. Squeeze the legs, shifting the hips back, upper body forward, breathing in, exhaling triangle pose. Holding here for 3, maybe turning the top palm behind you, interlacing it behind and finding that front inner thigh. For 2, leaning back into that back arm, maybe floating your bottom ear. Your bottom arm. Floating your bottom ear would be interesting. Take 1 last full breath. Exhale, release, warrior 2. Take 1 inhale here. Exhale, windmilling the arms all the way down, coming onto the toes of the back foot. Front foot, left foot goes all the way back and up, breathing in. Bend the knees, stack the hips for a breath. Option, stay here or find your wild thing. Coming up high onto the tiptoes of the back foot, rolling onto the little toe side of the back foot. Go as slowly as you can, control it. Top foot finds the floor, press down with the foot that found the floor, fully straighten the leg that didn't move. Top hand overhead, finding the floor behind you for 3. Lifting up the hips for 2, engaging the glutes. Slowly, top arm leads you back, don't rush it. Oh, back leg lifts. 3-legged dog if you're still with me. Top knee, left knee crosses the body and finds your right elbow. Extend the leg out to the side. Roll onto the sole of the back foot. Ground down with your left hand, lift your right hand, fallen triangle. Either stay here or shift your bottom back, hip back. It makes your legs shorter and lighter. Lift the top leg, bring the foot to the face, lift the chest for 3. Breathe here for 2. Either downward dog, child's pose if you're done, or last 3-legged plank. Rolling onto the tiptoes, last 3-legged chaturanga. Coming through to cobra, maybe upward dog, child's pose as you breathe out. Good job, guys. Oh, take a couple of moments to just slow it back down. Good job. Settle in your most comfortable version of child's pose. And just tune back into the heart rate in the body, the energy moving throughout you. Gradually feeling the breath begin to resettle and the heart begin to slow. Slowly bring your hands underneath your shoulders, open your eyes, look at your belly as you roll yourself up to sit and swing your legs out in front of you. Well done. Okay, we'll just finished laying down, so make your way to the front of the mat. Bring your hands to the backs of your thighs, draw on the thighs, lift the heart, close the eyes. Stay soft through the shoulders. Take a full breath here, and as you breathe out, slowly begin to roll down to the mat, vertebrae by vertebrae, sending the sit bones to the heels. As the arms straighten, lift the feet up at the last possible moment. Shoulders away from the ears as the lower back, middle back, upper back, back of the head finds the mat. Tuck the chin slightly towards the chest, lengthening the back of the neck. Interlace your hands around your shins and give yourself a very well-deserved hug, a bit of a squeeze. And just take a moment here to just appreciate how strong and how capable your body is. We're going to move straight into our final resting shape. So you can either take traditional Shavasana with the legs out wide, letting the feet fan open, the arms rest by the sides of the body with the palms facing the sky, or maybe finish in a reclined butterfly. Soles of the feet together, a comfortable distance away from you. Right hand to belly, maybe left hand to heart. Close your eyes. Take one last deep belly breath together. Fill the belly, fill the lungs, fill the chest, hold your breath. Exhale through the mouth, let it go. Great job, guys. Take these last couple of moments to just let your body settle. To let the benefits of all the movements you've just made begin to integrate into your body. Try stay here for at least a minute if you can, if not 2 minutes. Allowing the body to take deep rest and just watch your breath. Great job today, guys. Namaste.